Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys all the reasons you should not get dreadlocks. Alright you guys, I know you're probably just sitting there like, what do you mean you should not get dreadlocks? You're a dreadlock channel. Like, you promote getting dreadlocks, like all your content about dreadlocks. Yeah, I know, I understand that. Just keep in mind throughout this whole video that I'm not really telling you guys that you should not get dreadlocks. I'm really just telling you guys all like of what's in stake of when you start getting dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying? Like all the things that you're really like that are really not on the pleasant side of dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying? So all the things that you have to really like think about before you actually get into the dreadlock game, because it's, you know, it's a long-term game, and that's, you know, something that I'm gonna mention later in this video. So I'm just gonna be telling you guys some things from my perspective, you know, some of the things that I've learned and some things that I don't necessarily, you know, like about the journey when it comes to dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying? I just wanna, you know, put you guys on some game, you know, let you guys know what you guys are in for. So just stay tuned for that. So the first thing about dreadlocks that I think you guys should really think about before you get dreadlocks is just the fact that you're gonna have an ugly stage, right? So if you haven't seen my video on the ugly stage of dreadlocks and you know how to deal with that, I'm gonna actually put a link up here so you guys can actually go click that and check that out. But I'm actually just gonna review it again just for the sake of this video, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really like to refer to it as an ugly stage, but it definitely isn't, you know, the most pleasant looking stage, you know what I'm saying? You're really just first starting your dreadlocks off, and you know they start to look a certain way, but this takes a minute, you know what I'm saying? This really does take a minute to actually start getting your hair in the form it needs to be. From my experience, it takes between 6 months to a year for your hair to really officially start like locking up. And then even when it's like at a year mark, you still have some dreadlocks that are really, you know, not all the way locked. You still have some, you know, dreadlocks that aren't, you know, having blunted tips and stuff like that, and you still won't have all that length, you know what I'm saying, unless you start off with longer hair. So basically what I'm saying is, if you do not have any patience whatsoever, if you want your hair to look a certain way right off the bat, you know, if you don't want to wait at all, then dreadlocks are not for you, because there's literally going to be a stage where you're not going to love the hair. You're like, there's going to be a stage where, you know, you're going to be like, oh man, I wish I had this length. Because honestly, me personally, I love my length. Like my length, that's why I wear my hair down so much in my videos, and you know, just so much in general, because I've always wanted that length, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, that length, it really does take some time to acquire, you know what I'm saying? It takes some time for your hair to grow. And that actually brings me to my next point, but I just want to let you guys know that, you know, if you guys don't have any patience, don't get dreadlocks, okay? And another reason maybe you guys should not get dreadlocks is just the fact that, you know, your hair appears to grow slower, okay? It really does. You got to think about it, right? You know, dreadlocks, look at dreadlocks, look at my dreadlocks, okay? Just look at dreadlocks in general, but you know, of course, look at my dreadlocks. You know, you like my dreadlocks. But yeah, basically dreadlocks are just matted up hair, right? And you know, this hair is not really at its full, you know, length, you know, when it's shown, because it's, you know, it's all, you know, intertwined between each other. Dread is literally like dreaded up and stuff. So think about it like this, you know, if you had straighter hair, if you didn't have any dreadlocks, you know, you would definitely be able to see that length, you know, that growth and stuff like that. But you know, since your hair, you know, is literally in locks, you know, it takes a minute to actually show that length. Because you know, sometimes I'm sitting here thinking like, is my hair even like growing? But it's growing. You know, like, I know it's growing because my sides grow all the time, and that's how I really like know, because sometimes, you know, you really can't tell unless it's like a big gap, like a month, a couple months, something like that. But you know, you might see like minimal growth, but that's really just because it's your hair, you know what I'm saying? Like other people see the growth, and you know, just if you want to really see the growth, take pictures. But your hair really appears to grow slower, you know what I'm saying? It really appears to grow slower because your hair is just all, you know, dreaded up. So it really takes a minute for your hair to actually like show that it has some length to it. So you know, just keep that in mind. So I know, like I said in the first point, I know a lot of you guys really want that length. I know a lot of you guys want that length. I know a lot of you guys really, that's really like the only thing that you guys are really looking forward to. I know that was one of the big things I was looking forward to, like just the fact that I was gonna have hella length and stuff like that. But just keep that in mind. All right guys, and the next tip is just the fact that your hair gets itchy, it gets hot. Yes, it does get hot. My hair does get hot, even though I do not have a full head of locks. I have high top locks. My hair still gets hot. My head still gets hot, man. Like it really does. Like, and I don't necessarily think heavy. I don't think my locks can be heavy, because I feel like you kind of just adapt to it, you know, because it's been on my head for so long. But I bet if I cut them off, I feel the difference. But yeah, it kind of gets annoying, especially like in the summertime. You just get kind of really hot up there. You start sweating a lot, and then you got to think about it. You're putting oils in your hair, right? You're putting a whole bunch of oils in your hair. So when you're sweating those oils down, and then you know the oil gets in your skin, and now you have acne, bro. And then you got to do some crazy stuff, you know, try to get all this acne away. It's just, you know, it's kind of annoying, but you know, you kind of get used to it. It's kind of something worth doing, in my opinion. You know, if you have like a, you know, if you have a good face wash and stuff like that, it's good and stuff. But just the fact that, you know, your hair, you're gonna be sweating, you're gonna be hot, itchy, and just, you know, the oil, all the oil that you put in your hair is literally gonna sweat down. It's gonna get in your pores and stuff. So just keep that in mind. Now recently I just discovered something that actually helps you guys deal with the itch, right? And that's Jamaican mango and lime no itch spray, I believe that's what it's called. Now I have not used this product yet. I have not used it, but I just recently found out about it when I was doing some research the other day. So this is the product that I recommend you guys. I'm definitely gonna try it, but I just want to let you guys know about that I just found that out. Maybe you guys can use that. But you know, my hair, it's really like it itches sometime, but it's not to the point where I would probably get some spray. But if you guys are actually, I know starter locks, you're probably gonna be itching a lot. You know, I've read a lot of people's comments about starter locks. I've seen a lot of people, with starter locks, and they're always talking about, their hair itches, but you kind of get used to it. But if you really just don't want to deal with that, man, just get you some no itch spray from Jamaican mango and lime. You know what I'm saying? So use that for sure. The next thing, your hair is always in your face. It's literally in your face unless you tie it back. Like, it's gonna be like, look at this. Literally, like, if I don't move it out my face, like, this is why you see me touching my hair all the time. I have to literally like move it to the side or out my face, and it's literally still not out my face. You know what I'm saying? So at first, bro, I'm not gonna even lie, this was super annoying for me. It was just aggravating because it was just like hair, like slapping me, you know what I'm saying, right on my forehead. It was really just annoying. Like, it was just so annoying at first, but you get used to it. Everything you do of course you're gonna get used to it. Everything you keep doing, or everything that keeps happening, you're gonna get used to. So you do get used to it, definitely. But it's just annoying. Like, it's just annoying sometime at first. But of course you'll get used to it. So just keep that in mind. It's gonna be in your face. Keep that in mind, okay? You're gonna have to get used to that. A lot of this is really just getting used to, okay? A lot of this is getting used to. It's long term, okay? It's a long term game. And that actually brings me to my next point, which is the fact that you won't really have too much of a variety, okay? You won't be able to do too much to your hair because you have dreadlocks, okay? You know what I'm saying? You can't just switch between hairstyles. I hear people talking about, oh, I want dreadlocks and stuff, but they have like some twists, and I'm like, well, bro, you got to make a decision. Like, you can't just have like twists and then can't get dreads and be like, oh, I don't want dreads no more. You can't really do too many hairstyles. Your hair's gonna be short. Your hair's gonna be short. It's gonna be starter lock phase. You can't really do hairstyles. And if you try to do hairstyles, you might kind of look a little bit weird. And if you're okay with that, hey, no judgment here, no hate. Do you, bro, do you. But me personally, if I had short starter locks, I wouldn't really be trying to rock any style. I would just be trying to like figure out ways to, trying to get away, get away from that, ugly stage or whatever. And like I said, it's in my video that I made, some ways to avoid that, if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, guys, dreadlocks is really a long-term thing, okay? Dreadlocks is a long-term game, so keep that in mind. And for the last reason you guys should maybe not get dreadlocks is just you will be judged. You will be judged. Like, literally, you will. And if you don't have that personality of like a I don't know, if you don't really like care too much about what others think, I feel like dreadlocks is just for you, because people are gonna literally like judge you, like, and there's a really bad stigma around with dreadlocks and stuff like that. Like, I've heard so much crazy stuff, like stupid stuff, like I don't even see through that lens. Like, that's just so weird. How do you, like, I don't know, like people, I just hear like, oh, like people with dreads are like, bad people or whatever like that, stuff like that. And it's just like people with dreads are like, dirty and stuff like that. And I'm like, bruh, but yeah, bro, that's literally not true. Like, that's not true. I want to say that definitely. All those stigmas are not true, but of course there's gonna be freaking people in the world who still are gonna be like that. So just accept the fact people are gonna judge you, okay? People are gonna judge you. People are gonna think different things about you. You just might get treated a little bit differently in different places. Like, for example, I was actually in Walmart the other day, right? And it was this dude, and I'm not sure, he was Caucasian, but I'm not sure if it was just because I was black or I had dreads or both. I don't know, but he was tripping, man. And he was like, I don't know, he was actually rude and stuff. Like, he was like he, instead of like sir, he was like calling, he was like boy. And I was just like, bruh, like, dude, what? I was like, okay, yeah, let me just go. It's time for me to go. I just asked him, for, some help or whatever. And, he was not really like nice about it. You know how you can kind of tell he wasn't really nice about it. And then, yeah, he said boy, like he referred to me as boy or something. And I'm just like, I'm like, okay, like, okay, all right, but I'm not really sure if that really had to do with my dreadlocks, but maybe it really did. So basically with dreadlocks, you just have to have like a thicker skin, man. You just have to have like a thicker skin, literally. People are gonna judge you. People are gonna say this and that, and they might not even say it to your face. Most of the time they won't say it to your face, literally. But people, you just accept the fact that it's just gonna be like that, okay? It's gonna be like that. But yeah, guys, in conclusion, you will have an ugly stage. You might as well just get over that. you will have an ugly stage, but you know, if you guys want to go check out that video on how to avoid the ugly stage, definitely go check that out. Your hair will be hot and itchy at times, stuff like that. You know, it's gonna be when you sweat, oils will come down your face, so just keep that in mind. The hair growth will appear much slower than it really is, just because you guys have dreadlocks. Okay, so you know, patience. Like I said, it's a long-term thing, long-term game, so you just gotta have patience for dreadlocks, you know what I'm saying? So I was very impatient at one point, but you know, I'm glad that I didn't make a decision to just like quit, because I like my hair now. I love my hair, seriously. So you won't have any variety. You can't really switch between hairstyles and stuff like that, but the only variety you'll really have is just different hairstyles with dreadlocks. But you have to wait until they get long. Like I said, it's a long-term game, so just keep that in mind. Locks will get in your face, and the last one is judgment, right? So you will be judged, but you know, people judge everybody for different things, bruh. So I mean, like, honestly, like if you care that much, then I mean, don't get dreadlocks. But if you don't care that much, you just like the hairstyle, you like the hairstyle. If you like something, I feel like you should do it. If you like it, get them if you like it. But you know, of course, people are not gonna like it. Like, people never gonna like everything you do, you know what I'm saying? So you know, just keep that in mind. But if you guys pass everything on this list and you really don't mind everything on this list, then dreadlocks are for you. But if you have, like, if you were hesitant one of these things, or you just thinking a little bit too hard about one of these things, then maybe dreadlocks aren't for you. But just take the time out, just think about it, and just make your decision. But hopefully I helped today, and if I did help, make sure you guys leave a like for the algorithm. It really does help the algorithm. We're growing. We're at 700 subs. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everybody's support. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I post a lot of dreadlock content. It's going to be a lot more different content coming soon. Probably more, you know, just more content. I don't want to spoil it, but it's going to be a lot more content coming soon. So thank you guys for rocking with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.